Hello everybody, my name is Julia and I'm here today to do a video for Cancer. I'm sorry it's been a while, Cancer. I think it's been over a month. But I've just had a lot going on, really, to be honest, and this is not my job. It's not something that I keep to a major sort of schedule over. It's just something I do when I have the time and the energy and I want to do it. So today I got up and I thought I would like to read for Cancer. So that's what I'm going to do. So I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's okay. It's a beautiful day here in the UK. The sun's shining. I think it's about 20 degrees, which is lovely for us. We just need some rain, really, to be honest. We've had hardly any rain in weeks. So I'm having to do a lot of watering of my plants, which is tiring. But anyway, I'm pleased to be here, Cancer, to read for you. This is just a general reading. I'm going to be trying to tap into a collective for Cancer, so this is not a personal energy. Everybody's welcome. If you're a Sun, Moon, Venus or rising sign in Cancer, or if you're a cross-watcher, you're very welcome. If the reading doesn't resonate for you, you're welcome to have a look at one of my other videos. I've got many playlists, lots of different things, and really ultimately my aim with these videos is to bring some inspiration to your life, really, to perhaps highlight and clarify some issues within your life that might require a little bit of attention, some self-reflection. Yeah, that's really my intention. I'm not here to sit and tell your future, although sometimes that does happen. But really, I hope that my videos are therapeutic, to be honest, and that I'm prompting some kind of thought process and some kind of change within your life, some kind of positive change within your life. So there we go. I've cleansed the energy a little bit here for us. So today I'm going to use one of my Wild Unknown archetype cards, just to start the reading off, just to give us some bigger picture energy for the reading. I shall read from the guidebook because I just love Kim Krantz's guidebook that comes with these cards, and to be honest, I couldn't do them justice, not in any way near how Kim Krantz writes about these cards in her guidebook. So I find the guidebook invaluable, actually, to be honest, using this deck. Then I'm going to draw some tarot cards, and I'm going to finish off your reading with another oracle card, because I find this deck here, this is a life's purpose, or I think it's a soul's purpose or soul's journey oracle card. They seem to just have fantastic advice, really, and they often just mirror what I've been talking about in these videos quite closely, so fingers crossed. There'll be some good advice there for you, Cancer. So, Spirit, please, for Cancer, if we could have a message, some clarity over a certain issue, something that might be on Cancer's mind, might even be something that Cancer is not aware of at this time, but something that will be inspirational and helpful to Cancer at this time. Thank you. Okay, and we have the Mystic. Wow, look at that. I don't think this card has come out yet. While I've been using this deck, I use this deck quite a lot actually in my own practice. I do have a daily tarot practice where I draw some cards and I reflect upon my own life and my own day And I don't think this card has actually come out yet. So we've got the Mystic there. That's beautiful, isn't it? And it's I assume a butterfly. I don't think that's a moth, a butterfly, which to me are all about transformation and change. We've kind of got an all-seeing eye there, haven't we, as well? But as I said, the cards in themselves are not really what drives my love of this deck, to be honest. It's this guidebook. So let's have a look. Card number 21. Which in numerology is a 3, isn't it? There we go. The Mystic. So I shall read from the book. So she's got here the seeker, the light worker, the dreamer. The mystic is often misunderstood in our culture, depicted as a wandering or light-hearted daydreamer. Yet like Shiva, the true mystic plays a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. In order to save the earth from darkness, Shiva swallows the poison of the world and holds it in his throat, slowly transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They do not fear darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it. They harness the potential and the latent energy behind it and embed it with light. They are patient and prudent change makers, seeking growth above all else. Unanswerable questions are the mystic's lifeblood. The mystic revels in mystery, in the great riddle of life, dancing with the forces of light and dark upon its wings. Wow, that resonates quite strongly for me, actually. And also, this is making me think about the High Priestess card, who, just this little sentence here, they do not fear darkness, but rather they sit in the presence of it and transmute that darkness. They turn that shadow into light. So when light, this is the remover of darkness. This is visionary and ageless. And when dark, expects results but seeks attention and recognition. If you wanted to go deeper, she's got here Zen koans, which I don't know what that is, poetry, and Murakami novels. Murakami novels, and again, I've not heard of those. I'll have to look those up for myself. Murakami novels. It seems that when the mystic is inward facing, it may seem that the mystic is inward facing, yet its light beams back to the world with the strength of 1,000 stars. It's a little bit hermit-like as well, actually, this archetype, isn't it? The hermit is somebody who works with the darkness, with the shadows, and he kind of shines his lantern, his light into those corners. So like any light worker, the mystic must build a relationship with fire. This begins by awakening the inner flame or tapas within. Again, a concept that I'm not that familiar with, but I'm certainly familiar with the energy of the mystic, the seeker, the light worker. This is, as I said, this is hermit and high priestess energy, isn't it? So I don't know how this is resonating for you, Cancer, whether this is something that resonates strongly within you, this kind of energy, whether you in yourself are a light worker, whether you're spiritually minded, you might be a tarot reader, you might be a healer. These could be things that you're interested in. Or this could certainly be an energy that surrounds your life anyway, because with archetypes what we often find is that they're not present at all times, they're not present at all moments, but they tend to be the larger patterns that kind of revolve around our lives, things that feel familiar to us, a sort of familiar energy to us. So yeah, brilliant card to start us off there, hey? So I shall draw some tarot cards, and we shall continue this reading and see what other messages I can get here for you, Cancer. That's such a good card, isn't it, the Mystic? I would imagine that most people that tend to watch these videos are spiritually inclined, interested in the mystical side, the metaphysical side of life. But perhaps there's something more to it for you. It would be lovely if you would let me know in the comments how this video, this reading resonates for you. And as always, if you like the video, please do give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, I would really appreciate if you would subscribe to my channel, because it helps my channel to grow and it gives me feedback. It shows me that I'm heading in the right direction. So for Cancer Spirit, what does Cancer need to know at this time? If we could continue this reading, please, with some clarity. With some messages that will enable Cancer to reflect upon various aspects of their life. Thank you. So we have the Eight of Pentacles has come out first, and this is in its shadow attributes actually. This is Virgo. This is the Sun in Virgo, and this often represents somebody who is a real craftsman, somebody working really hard at something, sort of honing their skills. So as this is in its shadow attributes, this may imply that there's a blockage in this area of your life at the moment, Cancer, that you might be struggling to achieve something. Things, excuse me, things might not be progressing as quickly. You might not be finding something as easy as you hoped that you would. We also have the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is Leo. This can often represent conflict, but we've got it in its light attributes here, so it's not a negative kind of conflict. This is just something that you perhaps need to work through, and perhaps with somebody else. I think this is requiring a little bit of, what's the word I want? Collaboration, of working with somebody else to achieve something, not sort of pulling against each other, but trying to anticipate what somebody else might need. It's overcoming challenges and obstacles. We also have the Ace of Wands, so this is more fire energy. This is Leo, Sagittarius or Aries, and this is in its dark attributes actually. So I always think with these cards, in their light attributes, there's a sort of giving, but often in the shadow attributes, there's a kind of taking. This card would normally imply a spark of inspiration, something that's kind of triggered you in a very positive, almost exciting way. But here, it might feel that something's been taken away from you, or you're lacking that kind of inspiration at the moment, which we're seeing here, aren't we, with the Eight of Pentacles? This kind of blockage in your creativity. What else have we got? We've got the Seven of Swords, and this is in its light attributes. This is Aquarius energy. This is the moon in Aquarius. This is yet more challenges and obstacles, but this is kind of a time for reflection and assessment. This is about making a decision. keeping things in order, keeping things safe in your thought processes, because swords obviously represent our mental world, our thought processes, our head, our mind. We've also got the Knight of Pentacles in his light attributes there. So this is earth energy, this is Virgo, Taurus or Capricorn. And the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck. He's kind of stationary, really. Trustworthy, practical, somebody that you could rely on, but there's going to be nothing happen quickly with this. This is not a quick movement here with the Knight of Pentacles. We also have the Knight of Swords, and he's in his shadow attributes actually. So this is Libra, Aquarius or Gemini. The Knight of Swords is the fastest knight in the deck in comparison to the Knight of Pentacles. And we've got this in shadow, so this could still represent speed, but maybe hasty speed. This could represent communication that is difficult. There could be too much communication back and forth, or negative or critical communication that's not really helpful. What have we got at the bottom of the deck? We've got the Magician in his light attributes. So the Magician is Mercury. This is air energy. This is a master manifester, isn't it? This is somebody who has all the tools that they require to achieve whatever they want, really. Perhaps that's something that you need to hang on to and remember at this time, actually, Cancer, because I can see here in your cards already that it must feel to you at the moment that a lot of things are not going your way, or that you're struggling with quite a few obstacles, challenges about certain things. It feels that you could be in some kind of conflict with somebody else here, possibly. Feeling defensive about a certain situation. It's like whatever it is you're trying to achieve, whatever it is you're trying to do at the moment, it just feels like energy's not flowing in the right direction, that you're blocked, I think, basically, aren't you? I think you're just blocked at the moment, and I don't really know why. I'm not getting the feeling particularly so much that this kind of negative energy is to do with you. I think that this is something that's external to you. It's like you're having to it's like you're being forced to stop at the moment, like you can't take the next step, you can't progress any further, and that is external to you. It's not your fault, it's not something that you're doing, but it's like something in your life has come to a standstill. If you had a creative project, for instance, for example here, I would just say that it's come to a complete standstill. You're kind of lacking whatever, yeah. I don't want to say that this is about you particularly, because I'm not sure that it is, Cancer, but it just seems that, like, all around you really at the moment there's kind of negativity and conflict, and it's affecting you. I think it's blocking your own creativity. It's blocking your own ability to get on with things and achieve the things that you want to do. This card here, the Mystic, it says here the Mystic can play a critical role in society, remaining fearlessly dedicated to the path of transformation. They don't fear the darkness, but rather sit in the presence of it. And I think that's what I'm kind of feeling here, is that you're sat in a certain energy, separate from all of this, if you like, but it's also affecting you at the same time. I think that you're not getting the results that you would like at the moment. Yeah. I think already I want to say, try not to get bogged down in that kind of energy, because this will pass, this will change. In fact, I feel, looking at your cards here already, that this kind of energy is on its way out, because we've got 2 knights here at the end of your reading, and excuse me, I have got a frog in my throat. Let me have a drink. As I said, knights are all about movement. So I feel that this energy is on the move. Let's clarify these cards and see if I can get any further messages from them. You've certainly been feeling stuck, Cancer, with something. Certainly been feeling stuck. And it feels like you might have been trying to pull yourself out of quite a dark place yourself, really. And like I said, I don't necessarily feel that that's something that has come from within. I feel that it's something that has perhaps more come from your environment, from your outside life, things that are external to you. Could be your job, could be somebody else in your life. I'm feeling it could be your job here. But anyway, Spirit, could we clarify these messages, please? Could we have some clear and concise messages? Thank you. I can pick that up. There we go. So we've got the Queen of Cups. So watery energy, this could possibly be you, Cancer, couldn't it? In our higher realms, this is somebody very family orientated, very kind, very caring, very compassionate, very much in touch with her feelings. In her darker attributes, and as we're putting her with the 8 of Pentacles, which is in its shadow, she can be overly emotional, can struggle to see the positives in things, can just get too bogged down in her emotional state, can kind of turn inwards, if you like, or even act out at times when triggered, I think. And we did have in the dark attributes here of the Mystic that this is a person who seeks results, expects results, seeks attention and recognition. And if I'm honest, Cancer, that is what I'm seeing here with the Queen of Cups and the 8 of Pentacles, is that this is about somebody that has expected some results of something, some attention, some recognition, either some praise, some positivity, and it just hasn't happened. And I don't know why. The Five of Wands. We've got the Page of Wands. So there's plenty of motivation to learn and develop here, but for some reason it's like you're stuck. The Ace of Wands. We've got the Two of Wands has come out after the Ace of Wands. The Two of Wands is Aries. So we've gone from a feeling perhaps like something's been taken from you to feeling like you might have to make a decision about something, about which direction you're going to go in, what's going to come next, what's happening next. We've got the King of Pentacles. Blimey, all excuse me, do you know my voice is terrible. I don't know why I've got a frog in my throat all of a sudden. Perhaps that's something to do with you, Cancer. So yeah, we've got the King of Pentacles has now come out. So we've had the Queen of Cups, the Page of Wands, and now the King of Pentacles has come out with the Seven of Swords. The King of Pentacles is somebody quite traditional, quite trustworthy, quite practical, somebody hard-working, somebody concerned about their material realm, quite protective of their material realm, of their security and their stability. And we've got that here with the Seven of Swords, which, as I said, is about feeling a little bit defensive, feeling like you're having to protect certain things. What is going on here, Cancer, hey? With the Knight of Pentacles, we've got the Eight of Pentacles. Again, we had the Eight of Pentacles here, didn't we? But in its shadow attributes. So as I said, this is Virgo, and we've got it in its light attributes here with the Knight of Pentacles. So again, this Eight of Pentacles energy is about working hard at something, honing your skills. It's almost like an apprentice, somebody who's learning a craft, somebody who's trying to succeed at something, maybe even build a business, build a career. You could be self-employed. But it's just not happening quickly, is it? We've got it here with the Knight of Pentacles, who, as I said, has kind of come to a bit of a standstill. Yeah, and the Knight of Swords. And another king. We've got the King of Wands has come out here. So this is more fiery energy. And that's come out with the Knight of Swords in its shadow attributes. Blimey. We've got and at the bottom we've got the Tower. Wow. The bottom of the deck often is what I think could be hidden about a situation, or something that you might not be seeing. It could even just be the real crux of the matter for you. I feel very strongly here, actually, looking at these cards, that you've started something, Cancer. You've started something with lots of motivation, lots of energy, lots of creativity. You've worked really hard at it, and I think something unexpected, something quite dramatic may have happened, and it's just thrown you completely. it's taken your energy away, it's kind of taken your creativity away, it's taken away your drive, your momentum. Yeah. Because these cards, I mean, we've got such a lot of court cards here as well, haven't we? We've got a queen, 2 kings, 2 knights, and a page. So I don't know who all these people are, Cancer. You know, they could be representations, reflections of different aspects of you and your own psyche, or they could be the different players, the different people within this situation and this scenario here. Things are just not happening as quickly as you'd like them to, are they? I think it's made you feel quite negative at times, quite defensive. I think even a bit resentful, I think we could say here, really, that your time and your attention has been taken away from something that you feel passionate about and something that you very much want to build and you very much want to achieve. So you'll obviously have to take that, how it resonates for you, of what that thing is. It could be something quite big here, as we've got the Tower at the bottom of the deck alongside the Magician. Both major arcana, both very powerful energies. The Tower is represented by Mars. This is fiery energy. This is almost like a war-like energy, isn't it? It's an energy of conflict. So yeah, whatever it is you've been trying to manifest, that you've put all of your time and energy and massive amounts of creativity that I can see here, it's just not going the way that you would like it to. It's just not all going your way at all. I think it's been fraught with conflict at times, obstacles, challenges. It's when as I'm sitting here, sorry, I keep putting my heater on and off. Do you know, it's beautifully warm outside, but sat in my front room, it's quite chilly. So I keep putting my heater on and off. It's strange looking at all these cards. We've got mostly Pentacles and Wands here, to be honest. We've got, what have we got? We've got 2 swords and 1 cup. So there's not a lot of emotional stuff here. There's not a lot of stuff of the mind here. This is mostly stuff of doing, of manifesting, of achieving. And I'm sort of wondering how this sort of mystic energy relates to all of this Wands and Pentacles energy here. Because this is a very different sort of energy, isn't it? Other than, like I said, in its more shadow attributes, this card can represent a person who really does expect results, who would perhaps like some recognition for their efforts. But I think perhaps this card really is encouraging you to look inwards, you know, to transform some of this more negative energy that you might be feeling around you into something lighter, something more positive. As we had in this, the card here, it was about transmuting the liquid into nectar. This is the work of the mystic. They don't fear darkness. They can sit in the presence of it, and they can harness that potential and latent energy behind it. And I think that's what I'm seeing here. There's so much latent energy. This reading is bubbling and brewing with latent energy, but it's just not being manifest at this time. It's kind of stationary and stuck and blocked. So perhaps that's what this card, the Mystic, is encouraging here, is that actually you're quite capable, Cancer, of using whatever this energy is around you at the moment and turning it into something more positive for yourself. Something that feels good, you know, that, yeah. Okay, I'm going to give my last oracle deck here a bit of a shuffle, and I shall draw a card for you from here. It's my intention that this card will be a message from the universe for spirit for you, something helpful, some advice about this situation, about perhaps how to, a little bit more advice about how to transcend this blockage and this energy that I feel on the whole is external to you. Because like I said, I feel that you are just brimming with potential here. But for some reason, that is not manifesting at the moment. Or certainly not in any way that you would like it to, anyway. So Spirit, could we have some advice, please, for Cancer here about this situation? What would be helpful for them to know at this time? Thank you. Okay. Wake up call. Wake up call. We've got, what have we got in this picture? We've got cycles of the moon, and we've also got the sun, haven't we? Uncovering your eyes. So it's perhaps about seeing something clearly. Perhaps that you're not seeing something clearly here. This is card number 1 actually as well. So as your soul begins to stir, it creates an inner restlessness that can't be denied. This energetic disturbance is a wake-up call from your higher self to recall your soul's commitments, these lessons and intentions that you came to learn and fulfill as you incarnated into physical form. Heed this call by honestly examining your life as it is today. Ask yourself how satisfied you feel so far. Look at not only what's there, but also what's missing. What inner signals from your soul have you been ignoring? What vibes have you pretended not to recognise for fear of disrupting the status quo? And what distractions are still stifling your soul's summons to grow? No matter, the soul cannot be silenced, nor can it be ignored. So your soul's purpose right now is to wake up from slumber and reconnect with your authentic self. Welcome any psychic disturbance you're feeling by embracing the discontent as an indication that your soul is awakening. Even though it may be uncomfortable now, it would be far worse to live indefinitely at your present level of existence. Be receptive and patient as you wait for further direction. Rest assured that it will come soon. Do you know, I feel this fits beautifully with your cards here. You know, the welcome any psychic disturbance you're feeling by embracing the discontent as an indication of your soul's awakening. Well, that's what's going on here with the mystic, isn't it? The mystic is able to sit through that kind of darkness and that kind of discontent. The mystic is able to sit with that energy, to not be afraid of it, and to slowly transmute that energy from something darker into something light. So as I said, this is like a wake-up call, isn't it? This card is a wake-up call. It's saying, honestly examine your life as it is today. How satisfied do you feel so far? Look not only at what's there, but what is missing. What did I say earlier that was missing from here? What's really missing from this reading, to be honest, is cups. We've got one card of cups, and that was at the beginning. This is the Queen of Cups here. So there is an emotional element to this reading that is missing. So I don't know whether that resonates for you, Cancer. I mean, you could have been feeling kind of lacking in emotions, kind of sort of, well, it wouldn't be too harsh a word to say to feel a bit dead inside, you know, that nothing is happening, that you're not feeling very much, that you've been putting all of your time and energy into trying to achieve certain things and kind of neglecting to look at how you actually feel about those things. What inner signals from your soul have you been ignoring? What vibes have you pretended not to recognise for fear of disrupting the status quo? I can see that here, to be honest, Cancer, and I think perhaps the wake-up call, whatever it's been, has been this, the Tower, hasn't it? Something has happened quite suddenly, I think, that has made you have to look at yourself, has made you have to kind of introspect and slow down, and you've had to face up to some challenges and some obstacles here. They could be inner, things to do with your inner world, or they could be things to do with your external world. But I think, as this card is saying, that it's important not to be afraid of these things. They are merely cycles, and if you are truly on a path of awakening, that process will continue to happen whether you're aware of it or not. You know, I do believe the universe continues to throw things at us, continues to put certain obstacles in our path, continues to bring similar sorts of people into our life and similar sorts of situations until we kind of learn some of the lessons that we need, until we grow. So yeah, there we go, Cancer. I don't know how this reading has resonated for you. I hope that you found it helpful. I think, like I said, just have some faith. You know, this is your journey. This is your soul's path. And I think that you've reached a time within that journey and within that path where you need to take stock and really look at where you're at, what you're trying to achieve, where you're going, and most importantly, how you feel about that, how that is making you feel. Are you happy? Are you content? Are you at peace? Are the things that you're chasing in life worth it? Are they bringing you happiness and joy? Because if they're not, Cancer, it's time to take stock and perhaps change your path just slightly, to head down another little path. These times come to all of us. You know, we're often all sort of busy doing our thing, not really questioning what we're doing, just having this kind of focus and this idea in our head of where we think we're going. But sometimes we need to just take stock and actually really look inside and reflect upon how we feel about the things that are happening and about the people in our lives. You know, often people in our lives can keep us stuck. You know, we can place more importance on meeting other people's needs than we do our own sometimes. So anyway, Cancer, I think I've waffled on long enough. As I said, I do hope this resonated for you. I hope that it was helpful. It'd be marvellous if you could leave me a comment just to let me know if this did resonate for you. And I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care.